I always thought the worst thing that could happen when sleeping alone in the middle of the forest was getting robbed. But that night, the man outside my van didn't try to break in. He didn't ask for help. He didn't leave. He just walked in circles around my vehicle all night long. The night visitor in the van. I've always been drawn to places where no one else wants to stay. After months living on the road, I learned something simple. The more isolated the place, the safer I usually felt. No people. No questions. No interruptions. That night I had been driving for hours without a destination. My phone signal disappeared long before sunset. The dirt road seemed endless, like it led nowhere. Then I found it. A small clearing hidden deep inside the forest. Tall trees surrounded it on all sides. No houses, no trails, no distant lights, just darkness and silence. I turned off the engine around 8 in the evening. The moment the noise stopped, the silence felt unnatural. Too heavy, as if the forest itself was listening. I prepared a simple meal, keeping all the doors locked. The wind moved through the trees, casting slow, crawling shadows across the side of the van. I ignored the uneasy feeling in my chest. I had slept in worse places before. Around 10, I turned off the interior lights and laid down. Only the faint glow of the dashboard remained. My eyes were closing. Then I heard it. Not loud, not aggressive, deliberate. Knock, knock, knock. Someone was tapping on the side door of the van. My eyes opened instantly. My heart started pounding so hard it felt like it echoed inside my head. I looked at the clock, just after midnight. I stayed perfectly still, holding my breath, hoping it wasn't real. Then it came again. Knock, knock, knock. Slow, patient. I slowly moved to the front seat and looked through the windshield. There was a man standing there, very close to the door. He was thin, too thin. His clothes were dirty and loose, like they didn't belong to him. His beard was patchy. His hair looked untouched for years. But his eyes, even in the darkness, I could tell he wasn't blinking. He was staring straight at the van, straight at me. I unlocked the door just enough to speak. I asked him what he wanted. His voice was low, flat, emotionless. He said he was hungry, said he hadn't eaten in days. Every instinct screamed at me to drive away, to leave immediately. But he didn't sound aggressive. He didn't sound desperate either. He sounded empty. I handed him some food through the narrow opening, avoided touching him, avoided eye contact. He accepted it slowly, nodded, thanked me. Then he stepped back. I locked the door instantly. I waited to hear footsteps leaving, branches breaking, anything. But there was nothing. I checked the side mirror. He was standing among the trees, watching. He wasn't eating. He wasn't moving. He was just standing there, staring at the window. Minutes passed. Then an hour. Every time I looked, he was still there. Sometimes closer. Sometimes at a different angle. But always watching. Then I noticed something worse. Whenever I looked away and looked back, he had changed position. I never saw him move. He was simply somewhere else. Soft footsteps began circling the van. Slow, careful, leaves crunching quietly under pressure, dirt shifting beneath weight. One full circle, then another. He never tried the door. He never knocked again. He just walked. The night felt endless. Every sound in the forest grew louder. Every shadow felt closer. At times, I was certain I saw a shape pass right by the window. But when I looked directly, nothing was there. My body shook uncontrollably. I didn't sleep. I sat frozen, holding a flashlight, waiting for something terrible to happen. Eventually, the sky began to lighten. The forest slowly returned to shape. The fear didn't. I looked outside. The man was gone. No movement, no silhouette, Nothing between the trees. I waited several minutes before stepping out. When I finally opened the door, my stomach dropped. Footprints everywhere. Deep marks in the dirt, forming perfect circles around the van. Some so close they nearly touched the tires. He hadn't been standing still. He had been walking all night, around my vehicle, watching, waiting. I got back into the van and left immediately. I never returned to that place. And to this day, when someone knocks after midnight, I don't answer.